everyone, my name is NewFlowerGirl, but you can call me Demi, and today's podcast is about, as you can see if you're a Formula 1 fan, Albert Park, aka Melbourne circuit, where the Formula 1 is supposed to start their season, but they can't because of COVID. Australia has said themselves, we're not gonna allow it, we're not gonna do it. So yeah. It's what they say, it's what they want, so yeah. Right, so let's talk more about it. First of all, let's take a lap, let's do a small lap of Australia. Starting on the Walker Straight, to one is a tight right-hander, followed by a quick flick to the left in turn 2. A short straight follows in which the cars accelerate up to 300 km per hour before turn 3 is taken at a third of that speed, so at 100 km. Two successive short straights lead to the left and right-handers of turn 4 and 5, and the end of sector 1. The next straight lasts for half a kilometer before a 90-degree right turn in turn 9. Turn 7, a small leftwards kink leads onto a sweeping right-hander. Turns 9 and 10, a car park where, when not in use, from the Clark chicane, before the long lakeside sweep right up to turn 11, on which the cars reach 300 km per hour again. The next two corners are the fastest on the circuit, with drivers taking the chicane up to 225 km per hour, sustaining G-forces up to 3.5 G. The straight that follows, with a small right kink in the middle, is the DRS zone. The detection point was shortly before turn 11. So we're basically right now at the end of, almost at the end of turn sector 2. Is the way you see the detection point, turn 1. Before another 90-degree right in the form of turn 13. Called Ascari. After another short straight, the right-hander of turn 14 leads to the slowest corner on the track, a tight left. The pit lane entry is located halfway between this corner and the next, a fast right-hander which together form an extended chicane and lead back onto the Walker Straight. The track is known for being bumpy, and in slightly wet weather is notoriously slippery. I nailed that word. So that's basically a lap of this track you can see on screen now. So let's talk more about the location and stuff and the beginnings. So it's located in Albert Park, Melbourne, Victoria, Australia. The time zone is UTC plus 10 or UTC plus 11 DST. I'm not going to say the coordinates because you can find them on Google. The amounts of people that can get into it, like on the stage, on the grandstands and stuff, 80,000 people. FIA Grade 1. It's opened on the 20th of November 1953. So 3 years after the start of the whole of Formula 1, when it became a real thing. Because Formula 1 started in 1950. And the track was reopened on the 7th of March 1996. The major events it hosts are Formula 1 Australian Grand Prix, not this year, not last year, hopefully next year again, because it is a nice track. I have to say. It goes around a lake. It's really nice. It hosts Supercars Championship, Melbourne 400, Porsche Carrera Cup Australia, Championship Australia GT Championship, Ferrari Challenge, Asia Pacific Australian Formula 4 Championship. The length is 5.300 km, and in miles that is 3.296. It has 16 turns, as you can see on track, and the record it is held by Michael Schumacher was set with a Ferrari in 2004, and that was a 1 minute 24.125. So that's pretty fast. There is also stuff about original circuit there that the track was very short and had only like 9 turns or something. It says it here, and the lap record is from Sterling Moss in a Cooper Climax, I think. Yeah. And then that was set 8 years after the start of the whole of Formula 1, so 1958 in Formula Libre. I think that's French, but I'm not sure. Right, so let's learn more about Albert Park. Before we go and do that, I want you to hit that subscribe button, because I know some of you guys watch, but you're not actually subscribed. So could you please go down and check if the button is grey and it says subscribed? If not, then please hit it. And also leave a like if you want more of these tracks that you want to know about. Also leave down in the comments below which race tracks you want to learn more about, or you want to check me on the tracks if I know it. But yeah, let's carry on. Let me have a sip of my drink. Right. The Albert Park Circuit is a motorsport street circuit around Albert Park Lake, 3 km south of central Melbourne. It is used annually as a circuit for the traditional Formula 1 season opening Australian Grand Prix. The supporting Supercars Championship Melbourne 400 and other associated support races. The circuit has an FIA Grade 1 license. Although the entire track consists of normally public roads, each sector includes medium to high speed characteristics, more commonly associated with dedicated racetracks facilitated by grass and gravel turnoff safety zones that are reconstructed annually. However, the circuit has characteristics of a street circuit's enclosed nature due to concrete barriers annually built along the lakeside drive curve, in particular where runoff is not available due to the proximity of lake shore. The circuit uses everyday sections of the road that cycle Albert Park Lake. Okay, I'm gonna stop right here. If you look at the screen now, you can see basically how the lake is shaped. Okay, I will put it as the thumbnail. I'll try put the satellite picture as the thumbnail, so you guys can see it as the thumbnail and stuff. But yeah, it's basically they're racing around a lake, and yeah, a small man-altered lake, originally a large lagoon formed as part of the ancient Yarra River course, just south of the central business district of Melbourne. The road sections that are used were rebuilt prior to the love hard words here, guys, bear with me. Inaugural event in 1996 to ensure consistency and smoothness. As a result, compared to other circuits that were held on public roads, the Albert Park track has quite a smooth surface. Before 2007, there existed only a few other places on the Formula 1 calendar with a body of water close to the track. Many of the new tracks, such as Valencia, Singapore and Abu Dhabi, are close to a body of water. The course is considered to be quite fast and relatively easy to drive. Drivers having commented that the consistent placement of the corners allows them to easily learn the circuit and achieve competitive times. However, the flat terrain around the lake, coupled with a track design that features few true straights, means that the track is not conducive to overtaking or easy spectating unless in possession of a grandstand seat. Grandstand seat is basically if you go and look at the straight or something on a track. It's not only at a track, it's also at like concerts. It's basically kind of like a staircase at the back, and there people can sit down on as well. And they basically it's basically so everyone can see what's going on and stuff. I myself have been on a few grandstands with some concerts. When I went to Slipknot in the Ziggo Dome, I was on a grandstand, and yeah, I want to be on another grandstand. I hope that this year, well, not this year, maybe next year, that we can, that my dad and I can get some tickets for a race in Assen. So yeah, let's hope for that. Let's pray. I can't remember where I am. All right. Each year, most of the trackside fencing, pedestrian overpasses and grandstands and other motorsport infrastructure are erected approximately 2 months prior to the Grand Prix weekend and removed within 6 weeks after the event. These guys work real hard. Is this the same for like Baku, Azerbaijan, Monaco? Trying to remember other street tracks. Singapore. Are there any other street tracks I should know about? No, those are those are all of them. Right. Land around circuit, including the large aquatic center, a golf course, a lakeside stadium, some restaurants, and rowing boat houses, has restricted access during that entire period. Dissent is still prevalent among nearby local residents and users of those other facilities, and some still maintain a silent protest against the event. Nevertheless, the event is reasonably popular in Melbourne and Australia, with a large European population and a general interest in motorsport. I have a general interest in motorsport because I love racing. I mean, I love going fast. Leave a comment down below if you like going fast as well, because it's good. Middle Park, the home of South Melbourne FC, the football club, was demolished in 1994 due to expansion at Albert Park. On the 4th of July, my sister's birthday, 2008, everyone announced that more than 300,000 people attended the 4-day Melbourne Grand Prix. Though actual ticket sales were later disputed by the local media. There has never been a night race at Albert Park. However, the 2009 and 2010 events both started at 5 p.m. local time. The current contract for the Grand Prix at circuit concludes in 2025. So basically, if they can go there next year at Albert Park, they basically have 3 more years if they don't extend their contract. Right, let me scroll down a bit. Right. During the 9 months of the year when the track is not required for Grand Prix preparation or the race weekend, most of the tracks can be driven by ordinary street registered vehicles, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. Only the sections between turn 3, 4 and 5, then 5 and 6, differ significantly from the track configuration. Turn 4 is placed by a car park access road running directly from turns 3 to 5. Between turns 5 and 6 the road is blocked. It's possible to drive from turn 5 onto Albert Road and back on the track at turn 7. Though 3 sets of lights control the flow of this option. The only set of lights on the actual track is halfway between turns 12 and 13, where drivers using Queen's Road are catered for. The chicanes at turn 11 and 12 are considerably more open than used in the Grand Prix using the escape roads. Turn 9 is also a car park and traffic is directed down another escape road. So if you live in Australia right now and you're close to Albert Park, to the lake, can you please send me a video of you, going along the track and how it is nowadays, because I'm really intrigued to know. The same for you if you live in Azerbaijan or in Monaco, in Singapore. Just walk along the track or drive along the track, film it for me, because I want to know how it looks. I mean, I know I can do it like on Google Maps, but it's not that fun. I mean, when you're there, you can experience the whole bit yourself. You can do the entire track walk yourself, like what all the drivers are doing when they are on the track. Like they always do a track walk, or some of them do. So yeah, I really want to know. So if you live in any of the places where there is a street race held, then please send me a video of you following or just going along the track. And yeah, I just want to know. I really want to know. But let's carry on. The speed limit is generally 40 kilometers per hour, 25 mph, while some short sections have a speed limit of 50 kilometers per hour, 31 mph, which is still slower than an F1 car under pit lane speed restrictions. The back of the track, turns 7 to 13, inclusive, is known as Lakeside Drive. Double lines separate the two-way traffic among most of Lakeside Drive, with short road islands approximately every 50 meters, which means overtaking is illegal there. Black swans live and breed in Albert Park and frequently cross the road, causing traffic delays, sometimes with up to 5 young swans. I mean, there was a different word. I know you call it different. You don't say young swans, but it's just a hard word. signets or something. But yeah, the season is almost starting, and I think I have a screenshot of the track, not track, but the upcoming what you call it? The upcoming season calendar, you know. It's not on here. It's on my phone. So yeah, let me grab it real quick. Oh no, that's the wrong button. It's in screenshots, I think. Let me quickly go to screenshots. So this one is no, it's not. It's outdated. Got the outdated one. I need to go to Instagram real quick for the calendar. I'm gonna let this run, because you know. Otherwise it's really short. Okay. I also watched the virtual Grand Prix. Can't remember who won. I did know that Alex Albon had a laggy moment. Albon was quite laggy. Let's try and find it. There it is. So, okay, it starts at the end of March. I thought it was gonna start like at the beginning of March, but it's not. I'm confused with no, it's not even the right one as well. Oh no, wait, it is. Never mind. I'm just so confused today, because I have two different calendars in my head. I have the Formula 1 calendar in my head and the MotoGP calendar, so it's quite odd. So on the 26th, now let me just say the race day. 28th of March, they're gonna race in Bahrain. 18th of April, Imola. They're gonna go back there. The 2nd of May, it's still to be decided. Yeah. On the 9th of May, they're gonna go to Barcelona, to Spain, where the S is silent. The 23rd of May, it's the Monaco Grand Prix, but of course it's not gonna go, because like they're gonna cancel the street Grand Prix, the street races, except for Singapore, I guess, and Canada is also out because of COVID. So it is not the real calendar. You know what? I'm just gonna quickly Google it, because you know, got time. Right, let me just quickly Google it. Gonna Google it real quick. F1 2021 calendar. So that's not it. Yeah, I think this is it from goodwood.com. I hope it's the correct one. Right. No, it's not. No, it's not. Well, fine. Fine, I'm just gonna say this one. So, 28th of March, Bahrain, the Bahrain International Circuit. I'm gonna say the location, the date, the event, and the location of every one. So the 18th of April, Emilia Romagna Grand Prix, Autodromo Internazionale Enzo e Dino Ferrari Imola. 2nd of May to be decided. 9th of May, Spanish Grand Prix, Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona. 23rd of May, Monaco Grand Prix, Monaco. 9th of June, Azerbaijan Grand Prix, Baku City Circuit. 13th of June, Canadian Grand Prix, Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, Montreal. The 27th of June, French Grand Prix, Circuit Paul Richard Le Castellet. 4th of July, my sister's birthday, Austrian Grand Prix, Red Bull Ring Spielberg. 18th of July, British Grand Prix, Silverstone. 1st of August, Hungarian Grand Prix, Hungaroring, Budapest. 29th of August, Belgian Grand Prix, Spa-Francorchamps. I nailed that. 5th of September, Dutch Grand Prix, Zandvoort. I can't wait. Why can Zandvoort not be the first race? I mean, everyone has been waiting for it. Why do they need to be? Why do they make them wait for even longer? I mean, come on. The 12th of September, Italian Grand Prix, Monza. 26th September, Russian Grand Prix, Sochi Autodrome. 3rd of October, Singapore Grand Prix, Marina Bay Street Circuit, Singapore. 10th of October, Japanese Grand Prix, Suzuka. 24th of October, United States Grand Prix, Circuit of the Americas. The 31st of October, Mexican Grand Prix, Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, Mexico City. I think I'm nailing all of these names. Yeah, I think I am. 7th of November, Brazilian Grand Prix, Interlagos. 21st of November, Australian Grand Prix, Melbourne Park Circuit, Melbourne. So is Melbourne going to be there? I hope so. The 5th of December, Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, Jeddah. 12th of December, Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, Yas Marina Circuit, Abu Dhabi. So there are a few things about this track. So Mugello is going to come back, like the track where there were where there were two red flags. One of them was after a safety car. The other one was when Lance Stroll crashed really hard. He walked away from it, luckily. But yeah, possibly the race with the least amount of finishers, which was like 12 finishers, with one Williams, who had a chance of getting into the points, but it didn't work. Right, so I also want to point out there's a curse on Italy. Sorry to all the Italians, but it is a curse on Max Verstappen. He just can't finish anything in Italy. Like, think about it. Monza retired after the red flag, after the restart. Mugello got taken out in turn 3, lap 1. Imola, his tire exploded. Like four or five laps before the end, and brought out the safety car. So it's pretty sad, but I'm excited if Mugello stays on the calendar, because like Mugello, it is actually a motorsport track, but it is a nice track. But for which track are you guys excited for? Let me know. I'm most excited for Zandvoort, because with the new track and stuff, how it all looks, it looks good. You know, the track looks amazing. I'm very excited for it. I'm basically excited for every new track. The Turkish Grand Prix is also going to come back. For a few. Portimao is also going to come back. So this calendar. is outdated, quite. So yeah. This calendar is completely outdated. So yeah. I'm excited for it. I hope you guys are excited, as excited as I am. Yeah. I also want to say congratulations to Ben Lost in Code. He just reached, on this day, 150 subscribers. So I want you to go to his channel, Lost in Code 238. Comment on his latest video saying, good job, congratulations, you deserve it. Because he really does. I mean, he's a good YouTuber. He's one of my friends. Yeah, he's really nice. He's hosting something every weekend. It's basically the Bed Wars. Yeah, you can basically join in, help build, as long as you are friends with him on Xbox Live, I think. And yeah, it is super fun. Last time I joined in, I had so much fun. I was in voice call with the guys. And there was someone who did an imitation, and I just lost my bearings there. I just couldn't stop laughing. It was so much fun. And then yesterday, which is Monday for me, for you guys it's Monday, he basically hosted something on Discord, which is basically like, I don't know if you guys know Kahoot, but it's basically like that, but then you have like 5 games. What we basically did was we played Jackbox. It is something you do while watching on a Discord stream and having a different device, like a phone or a tablet or something. And it was really good fun. Like you really need to work together with some games, and with some games you really need to, you know, get the best thing. Some you have to lie. Yeah, it's really good fun. I might host it on my Discord at some point. I said to him, like, maybe you should do it like as a live stream once, where some people can join in. And yeah, so he basically picks out a few, sends them the code on Discord or something, or just he picks out a few. Actually, I think he has to. Well, I'm gonna talk I'm gonna talk to him about this, about the idea I had. So he's basically gonna pick like few and stuff. Maybe like do a competition or something, because now that he's reached 150 subs, it means that more people could be watching his streams, and you know, it's could be fun. So yeah, this time not a 40 minutes podcast, but yeah, the podcast will be in this way from nowadays. I already know what next week's podcast is going to be, and you guys can guess what it is. So the next podcast, it's in 2 weeks, on the 14th, I think. Let me quickly check if that's correct. Come on, agenda, pop up. It is on the 20th. It's gonna come up on the 20th. So make sure you go down into the comments below, write what you think the podcast is about, or who you think the podcast is about. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and leave a comment down below what you think could be the next podcast, or if you live anywhere near one of the Formula 1 tracks, street circuit tracks that are not in use at the moment, and send me the clip. Send me a clip of you walking there or someone else walking there, just following the streets. I mean, it's exciting. Even if you have access to a racetrack that isn't a street track, because, like, for example, your father works there, or you asked politely if you can go there, then please do send me it on Discord. Link is in the description down below. You don't have to DM me for there. You can just put it like in the section Formula 1 or sports, whatever. It depends on what track it is. But yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you on Monday for the last part of the panda, of the story of the red panda. So yeah, bye guys!